Good morning everyone. Welcome to Ujjwal IAS Academy. So today we will discuss the MCQs of 3rd July, and you can also join us on our Telegram channel where we upload all these PPTs. So let's check out what are the 10 topics which we are going to cover in today's MCQs. So here is the list is given, and try to get at least 7 questions correct out of 10. And let's begin our today's MCQs. So question number 1 is with reference to STARS program. Statement first, it is aimed for strengthening the school education system and providing education to every Indian state. Second, the program is built on the partnership between India and the World Bank since 1994. And the correct option here is B, that means statement first is incorrect. Because this program is not for providing education to every Indian state, rather it is implemented through the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, the flagship central scheme in 6 Indian states, that is Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa and Rajasthan. And World Bank has approved a project worth $500 million to improve the learning outcome under STAR program, and STAR stands for Strengthening Teaching, Learning and Results for States program, builds on the partnership between India and World Bank since 1994. And it will aid India's response by strengthening implementation at the local level, investing in teacher capacity and ensuring that no child is left behind from the right to education. And more than 52% of children in government run schools in the 6 project state belong to vulnerable section. So do remember what is STAR program. Now question number 2 is, consider the following statements regarding postal ballot rules for Lok Sabha and Assembly elections. Statement first, the COVID-19 suspect or affected person can use the postal ballot facility to cast votes. Second, the minimum age limit to use the postal ballot facility is 80 years of age. So the correct option here is A, that means statement second is incorrect, because the Law Ministry notified the new rule that allows those aged 65 years and above to opt for postal ballot. And the Law Ministry amended the Conduct of Elections rule in October 2019 to allow people with disabilities and those who are 80 years of age or above to opt for a postal ballot during Lok Sabha and Assembly elections. But now in this the age is 65 years and above. And Bihar will be the first state to have assembly poll in October 2020 after the coronavirus outbreak in India. Now question number 3 is, consider the following statements regarding Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information for Tax Purposes. Statement first, the forum works under the aegis of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development and G20. Second, the members of the forum have agreed to implement tax-related transparency and information exchange. And the correct option here is C, meaning both the given statements are correct. And this forum was founded in 2000, and the forum addresses tax evasion, tax haven, offshore financial centers, etc. And it has 158 member tax jurisdiction and EU who have agreed to implement tax related transparency and information exchange. And every country is peer reviewed on the set standards and awarded rating which may be compliant, largely compliant, partially compliant or non-compliant. And context is that India has been rated as largely compliant according to the latest study by the forum. So remember, it comes under the aegis of OECD and G20. Now question number 4 is, the second 5-year plan of India from 1956 to 1961 was formulated by, and the correct option here is B, that is P.C. Mahalanobis. And he is also regarded as the father of statistical science in India and the architect of the second 5-year plan, and he founded the Indian Statistical institute and designed large-scale sample survey, and the Central Statistical Unit was established under his guidance and supervision, which became the Central Statistical Organization in 1951, and he was awarded Padma Vibhushan by central government for this work. And context is the National Statistics Day is celebrated on June 29th on the birth anniversary of P.C. Mahalanobis. Now question number 5 is, coal wetland in news recently are located in which of the following states of India? So the correct option is C, that means in Kerala. So the Thrissur coal wetlands are one of the largest and highly productive and threatened wetland in Kerala, and it lies between the Chalakudi river in Thrissur district and Bharatapuzha river in Mamlapuram district in the state, and it comes in the Central Asian flyway of migratory birds and recognized as the one of the India's important bird area by the BirdLife International. Now question number 6 is, recently Central Water Commission was in news. Statement first, it is functioning as an office attached to the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Second, it has the responsibility of initiation and coordination of schemes introduced by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Third, it was established in 1945. Fourth, it cannot undertake the work of investigation, construction and execution of any irrigation scheme. And the correct option is A, because statement 4 is incorrect, as it can undertake the investigation, construction and execution of any such scheme as required, and it is an apex technical organization of India in the field of water resources, and it is charged with general responsibilities of initiating and coordinating a scheme of control, utilization and conservation of water resource throughout the country. And the work of the commission is divided among 3 wings, that is river management wing, designs and research wing, and water planning and projects wing. And do remember, this organization is pre-independent era organization. Here you might get confused. Now question number 7 is, consider the following statements regarding India-China trade. Statement first, China accounts for 45% of India's total electronics imports. Second, India sources close to 90% of certain mobile phone parts from China. Third, even as an export market, China is a major partner for India. So the correct option here is D, because all the given statements are correct. So at $15.5 billion, China is the third largest destination for Indian shipments as well. And at the same time, India only accounts for a little over 2% of China's total exports. So a blanket ban may not be feasible because of India's dependence on the country for crucial raw material. So it's a debatable current affair topic, but you need to know what are the factual parts and what is the actual trade between India and China. Now question number 8 is, recently the Confederation of Indian Industry was in news. Statement first, it is a non-government, not-for-profit, government-led and government-managed organization. Second, it provides a platform for consensus building and networking on key issues. So the correct option here is B, because statement first is incorrect, as it is a non-government, not-for-profit organization, but it is industry-led and industry-managed organization as well. And it has around 9100 members from the private as well as public sector. And Confederation of Indian Industry works to create and sustain an environment conducive to the development of India, partnering industry, government and civil society through advisory and consultative processes and extending its agenda beyond business. CII assists industry to identify and execute corporate citizenship programs. Now here question for you is, you have to tell when was this industry, that is CII, was set up, and is it a statutory body or not. Now question number 9 is, which of the following is are not the member or members of the Global Partnership on AI? This group was recently in news, and the correct option is D, that means A and B, that is China and Indonesia are not part of it. So it is an international initiative and created by France and Canada along with Australia, EU, Germany, India, Italy, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, South Korea, Singapore, Slovenia, UK and US. And important thing is India is a founding member of this grouping. Now you are also supposed to answer this question, that what is the purpose or what is the broad aim of this partnership? Why this global partnership on AI has come into being? Now last question is, Sirui Kasong Peak is located in which of following state of India? So the correct option is D, that means in Manipur. So here is the map is given, and this is the location of Sirui Peak, which lies at an altitude of 2835 meter above sea level, and it is famous for two things, that is the rivers flowing across Okrul and crevices of the peak, and second one is Sirui lilies growing in this place. So that's all in our today's MCQs. Hope you guys are liking the lecture, and if you want to contact us, these are the details, and please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest update of the videos. Also like, comment and share the video, and if you want information regarding UPPSC examination and its test series, you can also contact us. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice day, and thank you.